Juan Nicasio will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league. And one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
I'll tell you, this team could really use a turnaround from Cespedes. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Here's Jed Lowry now. His lifetime line against Nicasio. He hits at a .364 clip. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Swing and a miss, and Lowry's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Lays off 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Just getting started here in Philly. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4 hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. McNeil leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. It's the Mets. Les Callahan is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
And this will bang up against the wall. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez as he grounds one briskly to short. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, Corey Dickerson is the guy that's looking to turn it around right now. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
Here's Bryce Harper now. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's a fair ball, lined to the right side. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. And that certainly represents a career milestone. Hit number 1,000.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 1,000 isn't a milestone that's going to get everyone talking, but as an individual, you have to feel pretty good about it. He'll definitely be wanting that ball for his trophy case.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product. They enter play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Hoskins, a California-born ball player. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there were 2 down.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Settling in now, JT Realmuto. And you can see he really enjoys hitting here at Citizens Bank Park, which is not a shocker. It's a good place to be a hitter. Comes set, the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Phillies turned away their first time around. On to inning number 2 from Citizens Bank Park. No score. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. The 1-1. High and deep to right center. Dickerson going back, still going back. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Number 10 for him on the year. And set and the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 8.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. Hit hard to short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Mets. Now at the plate, Andrew McCutchen. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it. 1 away.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield. Both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up. Here comes Cespedes, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do, because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better, because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends
to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. This is in the air out to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So here's the Mets pitcher, Les Callahan. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Les Callahan.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Now here's the pitch. To first. Hoskins has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Davis makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play
now
when it's coming from that side.
Jed Lowry.
So stepping in, Jed Lowry, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming, here it is. Slider gets the outside, that's a strike. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
I know you're standing on the mound, you got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 1-0 lead. At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The right fielder, number 3.
And while we have a moment, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule to see where we'll be for the next 7 days. So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB, see how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Throw won't get him.
Now batting.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Conforto is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They trail this one 1-0. Ready now, Jeff McNeil. A base hit in his first trip.
The second baseman.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Now batting.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these 2 arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here
now
to begin
batting.
inning number 4.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Number 17 for him on the season as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of men. Somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. On a rope to the second baseman. But the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The third baseman, number 7.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. First offering on its way. Turned on down the line. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And he's safe.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Into the box now, Juan Nicasio. On, he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. McNeil backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Gene Segura, and their runners at the corners now. First offering on its way, hit on the ground to short. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. Phillies leave a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. Stepping up to the plate, Wilson Ramos. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Juan Lagares stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Ramos on at first, nobody out. And that misses. 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. First pitch. Segura for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Up next for the bat.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. Throw to second for the force out, and his side is retired. Mets leave 1. They're up 2-0. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
The right fielder, number 3, right.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Hard hit ball to second. McNeil ranges to his left. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese.
Digging in, Rhys Hoskins. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail things here 2-0. Next up for New York, Jed Lowry. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He got under one and popped out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Now here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Again, he sends it out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
This is line to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. Vince Velasquez will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Velasquez, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Dickerson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ripped down the line. Popped him up. Segura is calling for it. And that's the 3rd out. Mets strand 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now to the plate, JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The catcher, JT.
Here comes the first pitch.
Realmuto.
Here's a pop-up now. Lowry trying to get there, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew.
1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. This is 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Corey Dickerson.
So striding forward now, Corey Dickerson. First pitch on its way. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Drilled to the left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. The second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hit hit sharply on the ground. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first two are aboard here to kick off the seventh.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Les Callahan, now up territory, and make him try it again. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in J.D. Davis. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First offering on its way. That's yanked into the stand. Strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Cespedes rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Standing in now, Jed Lowry. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that 2-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Striding into the box, Maikel Franco. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Fly ball into straightaway left. Cespedes is Logan Morrison will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Logan Morrison.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. And he is in there. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So striding in, Cesar Hernandez. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
The right fielder, number 3, right.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Brad Brock takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 29.
Bryce Harper will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies 1. Mike Morin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Leading off for the Mets.
Leading off the inning, Jeff McNeil, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A look at our line score thus far. The Mets have come to Philadelphia, and they lead the Phils here in the 8th. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Peter Alonso. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Reese Hoskins due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. The 0-1 hit sharply on the ground to his right, McNeil, and the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Seth Lugo answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 67, Seth.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point, and it's fouled away. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
0-2, here it is. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Ramos has got it. Ramos puts the tag on him, and there's 2 out. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Andrew McCutchen. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled off. Now the 0-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Drilled on the ground to short. There's Segura. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Stepping in, Wilson Ramos. He singled his last time up. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The center field.
Standing in, Juan Lagares. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. This is hit on the ground but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to center field. Dickerson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jerry's Familia comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Jerry's Familia now catching.
First pitch on its way. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Lowry is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Ladies
Number
and gentlemen,
73
your
will
attention,
grab a bat
please.
and hit for the pitcher
He's
here.
hitting for the Phillies. Number 73.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero.
Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The New York Mets get their 30th win on the road.